Thank you for joining me. Yesterday I promised you the deep dive into the lead guitar parts of Tom Petty's Breakdown. So here we go. But first, let's orient ourselves. This song contains the chords A minor, as you know, G, as you know, and F, as you know. What you may or may not know is that this puts this song into the key of A minor, or C. They're relative, so that's saying the same thing, but the pentatonic scale you'll use is the A minor pentatonic scale, which, in the shape you all know and love, is, starting on the E string, 5-8, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 5-8, 5-8, and then there's the position 2, or the C major pentatonic scale, the important parts for which are the G string 9th fret, the B string 8th fret, 10th fret, E string 8, and 10. So we got our normal thing, plus G9, B 8 and 10, and E 8 and 10. It was sounding like that there for a minute. That's how we know we're on the right track. And now you won't feel like you're fumbling about in the dark when I tell you about the very first thing that happens in the lead guitar world of this song. This thing, it's going to start on E8. We just talked about that. And then B's gonna go 10-8, land on G9, and then B's gonna go 8-10. E8, B, 10-8 pull off, land on G9, B, 8-10. That's my favorite one. We've peaked already. Oh, but this thing makes the song, doesn't it? Sometimes it's a Hammeron Pulloff thing, sometimes it's a slidey thing. I'm going to show you both, but it's very important which fingers you're using here. Start with the ring finger on B10, and you're going to pull off Hammeron down to 8 and back up to 10. Then your middle finger is going to grab G9. That note rings out for a little while, and that's your chance to switch hand position. You need to sneak your ring finger in there to G9, and in the same fashion, the G string is going to go 9-7-9. Pointer finger is well poised to grab the D string 7th fret, but now, yes, we're going to switch real fast to ring finger so we can do the same thing on the D string from 7 to 5. And then if I were you, I'd use my middle finger to grab that A7. You could use your ring finger, then it's kind of an awkward shimmy move. It can be avoided, so why not avoid it? Here we go. And if you're going to do it the slidey way, I'd use the same fingers. Ring finger's just going to do all the sliding. Right? Still middle finger on G, do the switch. Still pointer finger on D, do the switch. Still middle finger on A. Also, when we do that first one, they start down on 8 and they slide up, back down, and back up. Either way is great. Do them both. But either way you do that, something comes after it. Grab B and E in the 5th fret and give it a swanky strum. Then convert that to a B8, and then a quick B5. Then you start with that same 5-5 move, but this time we're landing on G7. And then G's going down to 5, and land on D7. Here's the whole thing. Okay, I love this one. This is in every verse, and it's just going to be, you can use the D string 7th fret or the A string 12th fret, and you got to give it one of those babies, but it's all the time in all the verses. It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. Every single time. That's great. If you would like to approximate the organ that happens when they land on F, I got a feeling you won't. What you can do, I don't know what I'm reaching for here, what you can do is grab B1 and G2, that's a tiny little F, B3 and G4, that's a tiny little G, B5, G5, that's a tiny little A minor, and back down to tiny little G. At the roughly 1 minute and 45-second mark, we have a different end cap to this thing, etc., etc. It's going to be this one. Start on D5, hammer up to 7, land upwards on G5, then we're going to bend G7, let it fall down to 5, back up to 7, and then end up on D7. There's that ring finger, middle finger thing going on again. The last one there is to discuss is this one. Grab B and E in the 3rd fret. You're going to give it a strum slide, strum, 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 strum. Up to the 5th fret. And then I think I hear a little bit of noodling around with the E and maybe even the B string. Do whatever you want in the 8th fret. Then we're going to slide up to A. The whole thing's going to culminate in a baby E12. 3 to 5. A little bit of noodling. Up to 8. E12. Yep, that's it. So do those things or do anything you want in A minor. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful, and I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.